Little impromptu video here from the NA Purist. Up a little early today before my shift at my unknown employer. Had to take my badge off. You know, the deal is this BS, which is the cult that's called Narcotics Anonymous. Look, we all know it is a cult. They wouldn't have to defend it that it isn't a cult if it wasn't. That's for sure. That's a fact, Jack. So, we all know it's a cult. You know, the whole deal with those of us who have been indoctrinated into the programming of Narcotics Anonymous are really not aware of this because we were programmed. You know, we thought we were just going into a program that you know, was teaching us to stay clean, but it really was programming us to think and act like one collective unit instead of thinking individually, you know, because the cult, you know, the cult that is NA doesn't want you to think individually. If you thought individually, you wouldn't need them. If you thought individually, you know, you wouldn't need to go to meetings anymore. You know, the only collective thought they want you to have is as a group. That's why they have you speak all the same way. That's why, you know, they'll, with the NA merch and the whatever, anyway, NA hoodies, NA sweatshirts, NA t-shirts, you know, all that type stuff. They get you to dress a certain way. You know, you already think alike, you know, sitting in the meetings. You already talk all alike sitting in the meetings. If you sat there and closed your eyes, you couldn't tell one person talking from another person talking, because basically it's the same jib jab, you blab blab, you know, shit going on. Talk the same, tell the same type of stories, you know, just different place, different, you know, switch the words around, you know, all that kind of stuff. Is like you can't tell one thing from another. And you don't really worry about that, you know, early on. I know I didn't, but, you know, I started to notice cracks in the foundation of Narcotics Anonymous when I got involved in doing service. That, hey man, these people aren't who they say they are. These people aren't, you know, the nice, caring people that you think they are. You know, the minute you disagree with them, or the minute you start to be like independently, or, you know, the minute that you want to do something that's not of group conscience or something like that, you know, watch and see what happens. I mean, I saw people come from, you know, as far away as like New York out to Seattle that had a different idea of, hey, maybe we can try this, maybe we can do that, type thing. They weren't having it, man. They weren't having it. They didn't want to hear it at all. What they showed was hatred, is what they showed. You know, so if it's this program of love and compassion and all that type stuff, where is that love and compassion? You know, shouldn't that be evident at all times? little monitor for my new little computer. It's a teeny little monitor screen that fits in there. Got into building these little small computers. So the computer is about like this size. So it's an actual computer. It's actually got a processor in it and everything like that. Just a little hobby of mine. You know, if you have hobbies, you don't have to worry about going back out and using. You know, if you have hobbies, you can keep yourself busy with that. You know, because that's all NA does, is keeping you busy, keeping you occupied while you're not taking narcotics or not drinking or, you know, whatever you're not doing. After a while, you know, do you really need to go? Do you really need to go? You know, that's the other lie that they'll tell you, is that you have to sit there and go for the rest of your life. That's the price you paid for being out there and being on drugs. The price you paid was you're going to have to sit in these meetings and rot for the rest of your life. That's it. You know, that's what it comes down to. So, prove to me, you know, I'd love it. Let me, you know, I'm going to post my number on these and call me up on my cell phone. Prove to me that NA isn't a cult. Prove it. Prove it that it's not a cult. Prove it that all those people don't think alike, act alike, and talk alike. Prove it to me. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do it. You know, I think I made a mistake by getting away from NA and then getting pulled back in and running a Zoom meeting for over a year and then realizing, man, nothing fucking changed. Nothing changed at all. And I'm not buying it. So, prove it. Prove it to me. Prove me that I'm wrong. I'd like to see you do it. This is the NA Purist, keeping it pure, staying clean without the rooms of NA. Oh, I even work the steps with my sponsor and don't have to sit in a room to do it. Oh, I do that too. Is it magic? Am I David Copperfield? No, I don't think so. I'm just a guy that stopped using drugs. That's it. I'm still who I am. I'm still an individual. And I'll stay that way. Because I don't believe the bullshit that's coming out of people's mouths that are sitting in the rooms. Thank you.